Hello, and welcome to the Fluent English podcast, where you can listen, repeat, shadow, and speak English calmly and confidently. I'm James, and I'm happy you're here today. I'll speak slowly, I'll use simple, clear words, and I'll repeat ideas so you can shadow my voice and build your speaking step by step. One line at a time. This episode is about a skill you can use every single day. How to describe your day in English. Not just short answers, but complete ideas with real details, your morning, your afternoon, and your evening. By the end, you'll be able to speak about your day in a natural rhythm. Using simple sentences you can use anywhere. Take a slow breath. Relax your shoulders, smile just a little, and let's begin together. Why practice talking about your day? Because your day is real. It belongs to you. You know it well. You don't need big words. You don't need history or politics. You can talk about your life. When you do that, you practice real English, useful English. English you can use with people at work, at school, in a cafe, on a bus, and with new friends. Imagine a new friend asks, "What did you do today?" If you never practice, you might freeze. You might say, "Nothing much." But if you practice, you can answer easily. You can say, "I woke up at 7. I had breakfast. I went to work. In the afternoon, I finished a task. In the evening, I cooked dinner and watched a movie." Short, clear, complete, and real. From today, use a simple habit. Spend 2 or 3 minutes to describe your day. In the morning, talk about yesterday. At night, review today. Record your voice on your phone and listen back. When you hear your own English, you feel progress. Let's start with the morning. The first chapter of your story. Listen and shadow after me. Speak softly and clearly. I usually wake up at 7. Now you repeat. Sometimes I wake up earlier. Around 6:30. When I have many things to do. Now you repeat. If I sleep late, I feel tired the next morning. Now you repeat. I stay in bed for a short moment. I stretch my arms and legs. I take a deep breath and sit up slowly. Now you repeat. I walk to the bathroom and brush my teeth. I brush slowly and carefully for 2 minutes. Then I wash my face with cold water. It helps me feel awake. Sometimes I take a quick shower. Especially if I feel sleepy. Now you repeat. Let's add a small scene. Listen, then shadow it. In the morning, I hear birds outside. I open the window. The air feels cool. I close my eyes for one more breath. Then I go to the bathroom. Brush my teeth. Wash my face, and take a short shower. Now you repeat the whole scene slowly. Time for breakfast, simple and real. I usually eat toast and eggs. Sometimes I add fruit, like a banana or an apple. If I have more time, I make an omelette or oatmeal. I drink coffee most mornings. But sometimes I choose green tea because it feels light and fresh. While I eat, I sometimes watch a short video. Other days, I enjoy the quiet and listen to the world outside. Now shadow these lines one by one. Before I leave, I check my phone. I read my messages. I look at my calendar. I pack my bag, phone, keys, wallet, notebook, and a water bottle. I put on my shoes, lock the door, and go out. Now repeat each short line slowly and clearly. Mini drill. Change one word and repeat after me. I drink coffee most mornings. Now say, I drink tea most mornings. I usually eat toast. Now say, I usually eat rice porridge. I leave the house at 7:30. Now say, I leave the house at 8. Very good. A short morning story. Listen once. Then shadow sentence by sentence. In the morning, I usually wake up at 7. I stretch. And I smile for a moment. I walk to the bathroom. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I take a quick shower. I put on clean, comfortable clothes. I go to the kitchen and prepare breakfast. I eat slowly and enjoy my food. I sit by the window and watch the street outside. Before I leave, I check my phone and my bag. Finally, I open the door and step into the day. Now shadow the story line by line. Extra morning scene to grow your vocabulary. This time, it's a weekend morning. It's Saturday. I wake up a little later. I don't rush. I make pancakes with fruit. I play soft music in English. I repeat one short phrase with a song. I write a tiny to-do list for the day. I feel calm and ready. Now your turn to repeat. Let's travel to the commute part of the morning. Choose the version that fits your life and shadow it. I walk to the bus stop and wait. I listen to a short English podcast. I repeat a sentence quietly. I get on the bus. Find a seat, look out the window, and breathe. Or I ride my motorbike carefully. I stop at the light. I say one sentence in English inside my helmet. I continue and arrive safely. Or I cycle to work. I feel the morning air. I count 3 things I can see and 3 sounds I can hear. I lock my bike and smile. Excellent. Now we move to the afternoon. Many people feel busy in the afternoon. But we can still practice small and consistent sentences. Repeat after me. After lunch, I go back to work. Sometimes I feel a little sleepy after eating. I drink water. I check my emails and answer the important ones first. I usually have 1 or 2 meetings in the afternoon. Sometimes I meet a client. Sometimes I meet my team. If I work from home, I sit at my desk and open my laptop. I write a report or prepare a presentation. I look at my calendar to see what comes next. Now shadow those lines. Student version. Imagine you are studying. After lunch, I walk to the library. I choose a quiet table. I open my notebook and write today's goal. I read a chapter and take simple notes. I highlight 3 key words. I take a short break. I stretch my back. I drink water. I continue for 20 more minutes. Now repeat the student version slowly. Home and family version. Imagine you are at home. In the afternoon, I clean the living room. I fold the laundry. I answer a phone call. I plan dinner. I message my friend to say hello. I take a short rest for 5 minutes. I feel more organized. Now you repeat. Short meeting role play. I'll be your teammate. Shadow both parts. A. How is the report going? B. I'm halfway done. I'll finish by 4. A. Great. Please send it when you're ready. B. Sure. I'll send a draft first. A. Thank you. B. You're welcome. Now repeat the dialogue 2 times. Mini drill with time words. Listen and repeat. First, I check my messages. Then, I list my tasks. After that, I join a meeting. Later, I write a summary. Finally, I close my laptop. Now faster. One more time. First, I check my messages. Then, I list my tasks. After that, I join a meeting. Later, I write a summary. Finally, I close my laptop. Good job. Afternoon focus story. Ready to shadow. After lunch, I write a simple plan. 3 tasks only. I close extra tabs to stay focused. I set a timer for 25 minutes and work. I take a short break. I stand, breathe, and drink water. Then I continue. I finish one task and feel a small win. I write it down. Before the day ends, I review my notes and prepare the first step for tomorrow. Now shadow the whole story. Language practice break. This is a shadowing ladder. Repeat each line, then change one word. Line 1. I read a short article. Change short to long. Line 2. I repeat 2 sentences out loud. Change 2 to 3. Line 3. I learn one new word. Change 1 to today's. Now do all 3 again in your own voice. Now evening, the last part of the day. A time to relax and a time to reset. Repeat after me. I come home around 6. I take off my shoes. I sit down and rest for a moment. Sometimes I stretch my shoulders. I drink a glass of water and feel better. I cook dinner. Or I order food if I'm tired. I eat at the table and talk with my family. We share stories about our day. After dinner, I clean the kitchen and wash the dishes. Sometimes I go for a short walk. Before bed, I read a few pages or listen to calm music. I take a shower. I brush my teeth. I go to bed around 10:30 or 11. Now shadow those lines. Evening scene with friends. Listen and repeat. On Friday evening, I meet a friend. We choose a small cafe and order 2 drinks. I ask, "How was your week?" My friend smiles. We talk about work and about plans. We laugh a little. We say goodbye at 9. I walk home and feel light and happy. Now shadow that scene. Takeaway roleplay. Practice ordering food. Shadow both voices. Customer. Hello. I'd like a chicken salad. Please. Clerk. Sure. Would you like any drink? Customer. Yes. A small orange juice. Please. Clerk. Anything else? Customer. That's all. Thank you. Clerk. Your total is $10. Customer. Here you go. Clerk. Thank you. Your order will be ready in 5 minutes. Now repeat it again, a little faster. Quiet evening story for self-care. In the evening, I put my phone on silent. I light a small candle. I breathe in and breathe out slowly. I write 3 sentences in English about my day, what I did, how I felt, and what I will do tomorrow. I read my 3 sentences out loud. I feel calm. I turn off the light and sleep. Now shadow the whole story. Bonus weekend section for extra practice. Imagine a slow Sunday morning. I wake up without an alarm. I open the window. The sun feels warm. I make oatmeal with banana. I listen to an English story. I stop and repeat one line. I water my plants. I send a message to my parents. I plan a simple afternoon. Now repeat the weekend scene. Aaron's mini story for variety. On Saturday afternoon, I go to the market. I buy vegetables and compare prices. I ask, "Is this fresh?" The seller says, "Yes, very fresh." I smile and say, "Thank you." I carry my bags home. I cook a simple soup. I feel proud of my healthy choice. Now shadow it. Now let's practice small transformations to make your English flexible. Repeat after me. Present simple. I usually wake up at 7. Past simple. Yesterday. I woke up at 7. Future simple. Tomorrow. I'll wake up at 7. Now you change the activity. Present. I eat breakfast at home. Past. I ate breakfast at home. Future. I'll eat breakfast at home. Great job. Question and answer drill. Shadow both parts. A. What time do you start work? B. I start at 8:30. A. How do you go to work? B. I go by bus. A. What do you do after lunch? B. I take a short walk and then I answer emails. A. What time do you go to bed? B. I go to bed around 11. Now repeat and switch roles. Emotion words to add color to your day. Repeat after me. In the morning, I feel calm. In the afternoon, I feel busy but focused. In the evening, I feel relaxed. Sometimes I feel tired. Sometimes I feel proud when I finish a task. Now say your own version: calm, busy, focused, relaxed, proud. Choose the words that fit you. Connector words to build longer sentences. Repeat slowly. First, then, after that, later, finally, because, and, but. So, 2 examples. I made breakfast and I drank tea. I was tired, but I finished my report. I took a walk because I needed fresh air. Now make your own 2 examples. Speed ladder. Read with me 3 times, slow, normal, and a little faster. Sentence. I usually make a short plan before I start my work. Slow, normal, a little faster. Good. Breathe and relax. You're doing great. Your turn. Describe your whole day. Use 3 to 8 sentences. Speak out loud. Think of time words, first. Next. After that. Finally. Think of places, kitchen, bus stop, office, classroom, park. Think of feelings, calm, busy, tired, proud. Speak now and don't worry about mistakes. Mini story. Mix and match, repeat and feel the rhythm. In the morning, I woke up early. I opened the window and smiled. I made a simple breakfast. I read 2 pages of a book. After lunch, I finished a report. I took a short break with tea. In the evening, I walked in the park. I called a friend and laughed a little. I wrote 3 sentences in English. I went to bed with a quiet mind. Now shadow again from the top. Repair phrases for confidence. If you forget a word, use these simple lines and repeat after me. Let me think for a second. That's a good question. I don't remember the word. But I can explain. I mean, I want to say it another way. Can you repeat that, please? Now say them once more a little faster. 5 quick frames you can reuse, repeat and remember. Frame 1. I usually plus action. I usually read in the evening. Frame 2. Sometimes I plus action. Sometimes I study at lunch. Frame 3. When I plus situation. I plus result. When I feel tired, I take a walk. Frame 4. Before I plus action. I plus action. Before I sleep, I write in my journal. Frame 5. After I plus action. I plus action. After dinner, I wash the dishes. Now make one sentence for each frame and say them out loud. Review your toolbox. You now have time words, place words, feeling words, action words, and flexible patterns for present, past, and future. This is enough to describe your day anywhere, anytime. Closing story to bring it all together. Listen once. Then shadow the full flow. Today, I woke up at 7. I stretched and smiled. I brushed my teeth and took a quick shower. I made toast and fruit. I checked my plan and left the house. I took the bus and listened to a short English podcast. I repeated 2 sentences quietly. After lunch, I felt a little sleepy. So I drank water and took a 5-minute break. I finished a report, sent an email, and wrote tomorrow's first step. In the evening, I cooked a simple dinner and called my friend. We talked for 10 minutes. I cleaned the kitchen, read a few pages, and wrote 3 lines in my journal. I'm learning. I'm growing. I turned off the light and slept. Now shadow the whole story in your own voice. Remember, you don't need perfect grammar to communicate. You need clear, simple ideas and a steady rhythm. Your daily routine is the best teacher because it repeats. Practice it again and again. Every day. Say these lines with me as a promise to yourself. I'm practicing English in small steps. I can speak about my day. I can shadow and improve my rhythm. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be consistent. Now repeat them one more time. I'm proud of your work today. You listened, you repeated, you shadowed, and you created real sentences about your life. This is not just learning English. This is living in English. One real sentence at a time. Come back to this episode. Listen again, shadow again, and each time add one more detail to your story. This is the Fluent English Podcast. I'm James. Thank you for spending this time with me. Keep listening, keep speaking, keep believing in yourself. See you next time. Good night, and good practice.